So in a little over 24 hours, we're going to be playing our first game versus Malmö FF in the Swedish Cup. So I'm going to be taking you along for this journey, how I prepare for games, what I eat, just random things I do as game time approaches. But now I'm going to actually go on a walk because I'm looking at the sunset right now and wow. Okay, I'm back. I think Sweden has had some of the best sunsets I've seen. But now, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna make dinner. So preparation for the game doesn't start the day of the game, starts way before the game. So I'm gonna show you what I've been making for the last couple of game days, and it's been great. All right, everyone, welcome to Cooking with Chloe, night before a game edition, okay? So what you're gonna need, we'll start with the ingredients. For context, I'm making 2 servings of this. One for tonight and one for lunch tomorrow. We're getting lunch on the bus, but I want to have an extra option in case. So, for tonight, I'm gonna make whole grain pasta. Choose any type of pasta. I love fusilli pasta, they're fun. I like eating what's fun, so I am what I eat. Let me stop. Okay, I'm gonna put some mushrooms. Also have this organic pasta sauce from Lidl. Some chopped tomatoes, olive oil, onion and garlic, some spinach, and some chicken. Oh, also, I forgot. I'm gonna put some cottage cheese in it as well. I'm using Himalayan salt, garlic powder, pepper, and maybe a little bit of onion powder. I don't know. But the focus is carbs. Day before a game and the days leading up to a game, carbs. Alright, here's my perfect dinner. This is so good. I love it. So simple, but so good. The night before a game, I like to eat whole grain pasta because whole grain pasta has more fiber, more nutrients, and it takes longer to digest. So I don't really want to be digesting a lot the day of a game. So that's why I have white pasta, because that gives me quick energy. So it's easier to digest on game day. Not to hype myself up here, I just literally made pasta and chicken, but this is good. We're gonna go by bus tomorrow around 2:30. I think it takes like 2 hours to get there. In the morning we had team meeting, team session, so where we go over set pieces and just tactical stuff, and basically going over the last couple of details before we play tomorrow. And then we also had a meeting after training, and then hung out for a bit, went to the grocery store, did random chores, ate good food. On match day -1s, I like to chill. I like to make sure I'm hydrating enough. I like to make sure I'm eating really well. So something about me is that I don't watch any shows. So I know people are like, oh, like, I'm gonna watch a movie tonight. For me, that's not exciting. That is not exciting. So I read and then I watch football. So that's probably what I'm gonna do tonight. And I'm also gonna catch up with some friends and family, so I'm gonna FaceTime them. Also, in a past video, I've said something like, a night without a sweet treat is a very sad night. So let me show you what I have tonight. Basically, they're dates. They're candied dates. This is like candy fizzy bottle dates. This one is sour watermelon. The ones I should try as well, I didn't want to get them, to be honest. But there's like salty licorice dates. I'm gonna try these ones today. These are good. I like these a lot. Ooh, they smell nice. So yeah, this is what they look like. By the way, I love dates. All kinds of dates, except for movie dates. Cheers. This is so fun. It actually does taste like a fizzy bottle. You know when you try some things and it's like, oh, this is gonna taste like Coca-Cola, and it doesn't. These are good. 10 out of 10 recommend. It's fun to FaceTime people. I like catching up with friends and family. But yeah, just hanging out. Nothing crazy. It's not as exciting as one might think it is. But it's around 9:05 p.m. I'm gonna do my Duolingo for Swedish. And I'm gonna head to bed around 9:30, 10. I like to read before bed. Here's the book I'm reading right now, actually. Let me show you. It's called The Fearless Mind. So I've only read a couple pages. Not too sure if it's good or not yet, but I'll let you know. I'll let you know. I like reading a book a month. That's my goal this year. And so far, that's my 3rd book of the year, so I'm on track. I like to really sleep in on game days, and I also like to even take naps on game days. You'll see that tomorrow. I won't show you my nap. Or maybe I will. By the way, the game I'm watching right now is the Women's Super League. They played earlier today at 4 p.m. but I missed it, so I'm just rewatching it right now. I like watching football the night before a game, especially because it gets me excited. But I also gotta wind down, so I gotta find a happy balance. Actually, I think I'm gonna make some bedtime tea. Good morning, happy game day. So it is around 8:40 right now. I woke up maybe 40 minutes ago, let my body wake me up whenever it wanted to, so I guess that was at 8 a.m. I'm gonna make my breakfast right now, keep hydrating. We still got a whole 10 hours until the game. Look at this. Peanut butter, banana, kvati. Also put flax seeds and chia seeds. And then there's frozen berries on the bottom. How to start a game day right. I love this. Also, I'm drinking coconut water. Cheers. I like to drink coconut water because it's a natural source of electrolytes. I think it has a lot of potassium. And why not spice things up a bit, you know? So everyone's different on game days. What I like to do for 7 p.m. games is have a big breakfast. So this is gonna fill me up a lot. I think this is like double the serving that I usually eat of oatmeal. And then I'm gonna have a medium lunch. And then I'm gonna have a smaller snack closer to the game. Kind of tapering off as the game gets closer. Also, another tip I have for game day nutrition is to not try new things. So I think for lunch you're probably gonna see me have pasta again, just because I know that works well for me. Okay, so it's 10 a.m. I think I've digested a bit from breakfast, but something that I like to do on later game days especially is go to the gym. Don't worry, I'm not doing a full workout, but it's primarily for mobility and activation. So actually, I'm going to be warming up my muscles and making them less stiff. And there's also so much time before the game, so don't worry, I'm not going to tire myself out. I'm just actually going to activate my body and see how everything's feeling and get ready for the day. So let's do that. Let me take you along. Let's go, let's go, let's go. know some people who are super superstitious, and I know some people that honestly don't really care about what they do on game days and stuff like that. I think my best piece of advice is to find out what works for you. I don't think I'm that superstitious or anything like that. I think I'm able to play well regardless of what happens, but I like setting myself up for the best possible preparation. I think it's fun to have game day routines, but I don't think it's a good idea to let it consume you, where it's like, oh my gosh, if I didn't put my left shoe before my right shoe on, that means I'm gonna have a horrible game. Like, no. No. I think a player should have enough confidence to know that a game day ritual or routine won't make or break a performance. I think it can calm people down, but you gotta have confidence within yourself that you can play well regardless of what happens. I also think having a game day ritual or things that you do specifically on game days makes it a bit more fun if you allow yourself to have fun with it. So I remember last season, Ellie Caulfield, Samaya Fury, and myself, we would drink pickle juice and we make a video out of it. But yeah, it was just a little fun thing that we did on game days. I think those things are fun. Okay, hi, it's 12:45 and I've been eating lunch. So I made literally, I think, almost the exact same thing I made last night. And then I have a side salad that I've been eating. So what I'm doing now is I'm watching a little bit more about how they play. Obviously, we scouted them and we have an idea. But I think it's cool to see a little more loopholes and to kind of see what we're going to be expecting tonight. So I'm gonna watch a little bit of this. So around 1:15 p.m. I'm just gonna take a nap and then get my mind a little bit away from football, and then the day starts. We gotta get there at 2:30, so I'm probably gonna get there around 2. Let me show you what I'm putting in my backpack. So I have green tea. That's something I always have on game day. Green tea, actually. I have extra pair of cleats and then all my snacks. So I have my pasta that I made last night, 2 oranges. In here I have a couple of dates and a sandwich with peanut butter, banana, honey, cinnamon, salt, white bread, some electrolyte packets. I'll also bring my coconut water. Why not? I'm gonna bring a high protein chocolate pudding for post game. At the facility I have my shin pads, I have cleats, I have toiletries over there, and then of course like gloves, pants, training gear, jerseys, all that's at the facility. So I'm gonna go now and get those things ready. Also, we got new gear this week. So here's what we're traveling in. These hoodies are sick. Days after the game, and I'm always reminded about how football is full of highs and lows. One day you feel like you're on top of the world, and the next you're like, I don't know, trying to fight some battles you've never fought before. And honestly, I'm still even trying to figure out how to do that. Like not getting too caught up in the highs and not letting the lows weigh you down too much. It's actually a lot easier said than done, but it's so vital to figure out how to do that and grow as a player and a person. So this game didn't go the way we wanted, but we take the lessons. We've already turned the page as a team. We've already solved problems that we found, and we're ready to come back even stronger. I think we're stepping into the next game with even more fire and more hunger, so I'm excited about that. But a message to my future kids is that when things don't go your way, all that matters is how you respond to it. So I'm lucky that I'm part of a team where we're responding pretty quickly and adjusting as needed. So to my future kids, there will be moments where life doesn't go your way. And if you're anything like me, it might take time to learn how to handle those moments. But what really matters is how you respond, and that it's all part of the journey. So thank you so much for following along. My match day routine, my 24 hours before the game. I appreciate you sticking around to the end, and I hope to see you in the next video. Hej då!